transgender woman convicted of killing her husband after a botched surgical operation in their Butler County home. Well, tonight, a decade later, she is out of jail and fighting to clear her name.
Now, we do need to warn you, the details of this crime may be graphic and disturbing. Target 11 investigator Rick Earl sat down with Tammy Feldbaum for an exclusive interview. Rick, what's she saying?
Well, Peggy, Tammy Feldbaum maintains her innocence. She says she had nothing to do with the death of her husband. And now, a decade later, she's very critical of many people involved in her case, including the media.
This is 911. Please, my husband's not breathing.
The media painted a very bad picture of me.
And you were here to defend your name.
Well, my name's not that great, but it's not as bad as all that.
Tammy Feldbaum out of prison and speaking out after more than a decade behind bars. In 2002, Feldbaum was convicted of involuntary manslaughter in the death of her husband, James, who died 2 days after a castration operation in their Marion mobile home.
I loved him. I still do.
Did you have anything to do with his death?
No, I did not have nothing to do with his death. My husband died of complications of a drug overdose, not complications of any surgery. I did not kill my husband. My husband was not laying there bleeding. It's not something you die from. It's a minor surgical procedure.
Feldbaum says her husband began the surgery because he didn't want testosterone anymore. But when he ran into problems, she stepped in and finished. She claims he was fine after the operation until he took an overdose of Oxycontin.
I just heard him gasping for air, and I rolled over and I saw him, and he was blue, and he was gasping for air. I immediately called 911.
911. My name is Tammy.
Feldbaum says emergency workers refused to enter the home. An EMS spokesman tells Target 11 Feldbaum had a dog that was not restrained. And as soon as Feldbaum put the dog in a room, emergency workers went in.
Well, you can't blame them for not coming in then, can you? I mean, if there's drugs going on.
A man's dying in there. That's their job.
James Feldbaum died from asphyxiation after choking on his own vomit. But police said the castration led to his death, and they charged Tammy with homicide. But the judge convicted her of a lesser charge, finding she didn't intend to kill her husband. Still, she maintains it shouldn't have come to that.
You feel like you were railroaded by the system?
It was worse than that. You can't even say railroad. It was worse than that. What they did to me was cruel and evil. It was evil beyond words.
Now, Tammy Feldbaum says she doesn't have any contact with James Feldbaum's family. After the trial, they were very upset and felt Tammy should have gotten even more time in prison. Feldbaum says she's now just trying to get her life back together again, and she may even write a book. Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.